right, welcome back to another first round matchup of the first annual Bump Bailey Wax Pack Hero Tournament of Awesome. Today we have one of the more the rounds that people are really looking forward to. They've really been going at it at Twitter so far today, and I know that there's just generally a buzz around the country for this one. First, I would like to introduce my co-host, Mark A. Johnston. Mark, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I can't see my hand. There, hi, how are you?
So Mark and I have really had to get between these two contestants today. They've been going at it on Twitter. It's all in fun and games until somebody gets hurt, and nobody's been hurt yet. So let's go ahead and introduce our two teams. First of all, coming at us, he's a veteran of the podcast. He has ranked on our all-time leaderboard for Wax Packs Heroes. Let's give a warm welcome to Chris from the Turn a Pair Baseball podcast. Good afternoon, Chris.
Hey, what's going on? It's great to be back. I will say this, it is not fun and games. I have a general dislike for the two women that I'm competing against here today. I think they cheat, and I'm looking forward to taking them down. But as I mentioned earlier, I am happy to let them join the bandwagon and be a fan of my team.
So strong words right out of the gate from Chris. So you heard him already call them out. So let's bring them in. Let's welcome Patty and Potty Mouth from the No Crying in Baseball podcast. Good afternoon, good evening, I guess, in your part of the woods. We're glad to have you here finally.
Nice to be here. And technically it's happy hour.
Oh, it's always, I've met you guys before. It's always happy hour.
It's always happy hour. And can I just say one thing? You mentioned the word ranked with Chris. We're just going to go with rank. Just rank.
Well, I'm going to have to put in a lot of rim shots after this, sound effects wise, aren't I?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So if you joined us before yesterday, you know how this goes. I have got a wheel of cards ready to go. Let's take a look at it. On this wheel of cards, we've got all of the different years and brands of cards that we have got that we will be opening today. So we're going to give this wheel a spin. Both teams are going to be opening the same pack. Well, not the same pack, but the same year. And this might bode well. A 1986 Topps.
Yes. Now, I feel good about that.
86 Topps. We had author Brad Balukjian on just a little while ago, who wrote the Wax Pack book about a pack of 1986 Topps. And he brought his own pack for that game, and he is atop our leaderboard. So this could be some big money. I can sense the excitement. I can sense the excitement.
I mean, potty mouth here. The 1986 is a very bittersweet year for me. Luckily, it's one that I know better than other years. But as a Red Sox fan, I'll just stop there.
What happened that year? I don't remember.
Oh, it was heartbreak. This is before the year.
What happened?
You're stronger.
It made me stronger. It made me a better person. I was in college at the time, here giving away my age, and my school was about half New York fans and half Boston fans. And I will never fucking forget this. Halloween after the Red Sox, right after the Red Sox lost, this as close as they've been in my lifetime World Series. Guy shows up at the Halloween party dressed up as Bill Buckner. So what he did was he had a ball tied to his string that was tied to his back belt loop, and he walked around the party like that all night long.
I both love him and hate him.
Originality.
Oh man,
that
was great.
Points
I was
for creativity. Then. Yeah, the school was in Massachusetts too, so the kid had guts.
And he lived through it.
Yeah, balls, literally, at least one.
Too many balls.
Right. Well, the real big problem with 86 is my Astros should not have lost to the New York Mets because of that bad call at first base.
Yeah.
Nolan Ryan should have won that game, and Mike Scott went the next game. That's all I'm saying.
Right. The Mets were a fucking mess. I can't believe they made it. All right. Next.
All right. So that lays the groundwork of what happened in 1986. Now, before we get to deciding who gets which pack, I just want to do a quick kind of history of baseball cards with our guests here. So, Chris, we've kind of got from your earlier visits a history of you and collecting baseball cards. Can you give us a quick summary?
Yeah, so I started collecting cards when I was a little kid, probably not in 1986. I actually think it was probably around 1980. I don't have many 86, but I've got a lot of 87 Topps cards. So I probably started around then and collected at some point into my mid-teenage years. So, a lot of cards that aren't worth much.
That's the story of our life.
Yeah.
We're going to take that as a sign that you started collecting the year after the game that we're playing right now. So therefore, it should be going in our favor.
I was so happy about what happened to the Red Sox that I was like, I'm going to get into baseball now, because I knew that like 30 some years later, I'd be playing these two women, and one of them would be a huge Red Sox fan, and I would want to rub it in.
Well played. Well played. I have never felt so much like a pro wrestler in my entire life than I do right this moment.
Well, Patty and Potty Mouth, do you can you tell us about your expansive baseball card collection? I have to assume.
I have.
You want to go first?
One most favored card that I bet none of you have, which is the Sister Mary Assumpta Cleveland baseball nun card from the 80s.
No,
Do you
I
know
don't
the
have
Mary Assumpta story?
I've got an autographed version of that.
Hell no.
Wow, coming strong. You're right. Yeah, I'm just teasing you.
I've met her personally. So Sister Mary Assumpta actually worked at a Catholic old age home where my grandmother lived out her final years. So we met her. And she's the one who had the cameo, the nun in the movie Major League. Real nun. Sister
Really?
Mary Assumpta. The Cleveland team, not great at this period of time in the 80s. So the nun and her nun friends, to make them feel better, would bake them chocolate chip cookies and bring them cookies at the beginning of every homestand. I got that card. I got nothing else, but I got that one.
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll be nicer to you guys now.
Because I got God on my side now.
Yeah, I can't compete with that.
You totally beat me. I not so much collected cards as acquired them. So once in a while, I would just sort of pick one up, but I didn't like go through them. I didn't read them. I didn't study them. So I have some random cards here. But one thing, while I was watching your play from last night with the Friars, somebody had Frank White, and I have the same card, which is a weird thing.
Oh, very nice.
Like for somebody who doesn't, but Red Sox, it's mostly Red Sox. So you're going to find me very myopic because I was very narrow-minded about my baseball. I will admit it, until 1993 when I moved to Maryland. And then I realized, in order to keep watching baseball, I have to go to a different place and look at different teams. And then I expanded a little bit. But my 80s is very Red Sox centric.
All right. Well, I'm going to guess we will pull at least one Red Sox here in these two packs. So,
And probably no nuns.
Probably no nun. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just go out on a limb and say there's going to be no nuns for sure.
Dang. You should get extra points for that.
Well, okay. I'll tell you this. I'll give you $1 if you pull a nun.
I'm going to take that quote. That's a great quote to just take out of context. I'm going to give you $1 if you pull a nun.
The phrase
We're all going straight to hell, my friends. Straight to hell.
All right. So now this is a very important part in this battle, because there is only one thing that you can control in this entire game. And that is who gets to pick which card, the card on my left or my right. And this was the deciding factor in our first match, because Trevor from the Hanshin Tigers English News picked the pack, and he picked the pack, coincidentally enough, against the Friars on the Farm that had Tony Gwynn in it. And that Tony Gwynn card was what won the game for him. So this is a big time turning point in this matchup. So I've got a question for you, and all three of you are going to answer. And whoever comes the closest will get to choose the pack. Now, as we did yesterday, Friars on the Farm had two people, and Trevor was by himself. So I am going to give Chris, since he's here by himself, since he doesn't have any friends, the chance to go last.
Leaders don't need friends, Jeff.
Ooh.
I'm going to go last.
Lucky for you.
All right. So here's my question.
I'd like to think that we can get a little bit closer on this one than the folks yesterday, because that was pretty pathetic.
Yep, they were a little bit off yesterday, but it was a first round match. Understandable.
Two
It made me feel
playing
much
each other.
better. No, I felt much less intimidated coming into this after hearing that.
Let's wait until and see what your guys' answer is on this.
Oh, shit.
And I do need these quick because you could probably figure this out with some math. So I don't want anybody pulling out a calculator. So Patty and Potty Mouth and Chris, here you go. My question is: Barry Bonds is the all-time home run hitter. Asterisks inserted. 756 home runs. How many miles does this equate to in a home run trot?
Oh.
Patty, you're our math whiz.
Don't put that on me.
This is exploding my brain.
700 and what?
756 home runs. How many miles in the home run trot does that equate to? I need an answer.
What fraction of a mile is the home run trot? And then do some quick division. And I don't know that. Is it 90 feet?
Oh, now you're not making as much fun of their answer yesterday, are you?
Well, I'm adding. How many feet are there in a mile? I have no fucking clue.
You know what? Was the answer for yesterday 187?
Yes.
I'm going to go with 187.
187 miles.
That sounds good. That actually sounds good.
Pick a different number.
I'm going to stick with my partner.
No, pick a new number.
Do we get to pick two numbers?
Yeah,
that gives us an unfair advantage of our poor lonely Chris.
Yeah.
Our numbers are terrible.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is
I'm going to stick with you, Patty. I feel bad for Chris. Chris, you get your own number. Go for it.
All right. So, Chris, you essentially higher or not higher or lower, because if you're neither close, I need to pick who went closest. I don't care about who went over. So, what is your guess, Chris?
I'm going to go. They said you said 187. I'm going to say.
Let's make a deal.
I'm going to say 187.1.
That's what I would have said.
Welcome to The Price is Right.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that Chris was going to get to choose the pack, but no.
Son of a bitch. I meant 186.9.
Well, you're so 756 home runs. Each base is 90 feet apart. That equates to 51.5 miles. So yes. I think Friars on the Farm and Trevor are now laughing at you two. Or are you three?
I don't think it was that bad.
It was
just an extra digit.
It was questionable.
The point is we won.
Well, let's see. Let's do the math here.
Well,
we were like 30 off. They were like 180 off.
Thank you.
So
and you were like 180.1 off, right?
You guys were 100.
We don't suck as bad.
You guys were 130 off. That's quite a bit.
Did I say? What did I say?
You said 187.5.
Yeah,
we were low and we were actually high.
So Patty and Potty Mouth, you get to choose.
130 off. Yeah,
between the pack here on the left or on the right. Which one would you like?
I'm feeling left. Potty Mouth, what are you feeling?
I always lean to the left.
Right? There you go.
All right, so that's your pack. Now, Chris, because you are the loser in the first part of this, you get to choose if you want to go first or second.
I'm going to go second.
All right, so I'm going to take your pack. I'm going to put it here. This is No Crying in Baseball's pack right here. Let me go ahead and update our pack type. I forgot to do that. This is a 1986 Topps.
I like that we're all trusting Jeff here. You know, both packs disappeared briefly, and we're just believing that he gave us the right one.
Yeah,
I have in the room with me here. I have a accountant from Price Waterhouse who are closely monitoring this entire situation.
I gotta say, out of all of us, I mean, Mark, I don't know you very well, but out of all of us, I would trust Jeff the most. If Mark had his hands on the packs, maybe, but you know.
Yeah, I actually don't use. I use Funk and Wagnalls.
Funk and Wagnalls. All right.
You can pick your hermetically sealed, envelopes all you want. I'm with Funk and Wagnalls.
All
right. So here we go. Let's take a look now. This was not a good omen yesterday. An unbroken stick of gum. but it is there.
We're changing.
Jeff, what does the game or what does the gum taste like? Can you tell us?
I can't tell you. I absolutely cannot and will not tell you.
Did we review the rules? Did we review the point system?
We have not yet. And
okay.
I thank you for reminding me, because this is at the exact point yesterday when I realized I hadn't done it either. The rules are as follows. We are using a May 1992 to be exact, Becketts Baseball Card Monthly. We are using we're not using the perfect mint value. We are using the lesser value. A couple of extra rules here, though. If the player is sporting a mustache, you get an extra cent. If the player is wearing real stirrups, you get an extra cent. If the player is wearing those disgusting 2-in-1 stirrups, you get a minus cent. I don't think that's going to be a problem with these 86 packs. And the final rule is if you get a Hall of Famer, you get an extra 5 cents.
The final rule is if we get a none, we get $1.
And if you get a none, I'm upping $10.
Oh,
$10 if you get a none. All right, so are we ready to go?
Lay on us.
This is your first card for No Crying in Baseball, and pretty good right off the bat. You get Mike Flanagan, who is sporting both a mustache and real stirrups. So,
that is good. But there's Patty's child's namesake team, so that's got to be a good omen.
My child is in fact named Camden after Camden Yards. Do we get points for that?
Let's go to Price and Waterhouse says no.
All right.
And Beckett also says no, except for the mustache and the stirrups. So you are on the board with 2.
We'll take those 2.
Mike Flanagan, it's actually not a bad card. Had a good long career, lefty in the 80s. So next, this guy with the Dodgers, I remember he was also on the 90s Reds team that beat my A's. It is Mariano Duncan of the Jerry Curl.
Of the Jerry Curl.
He's got a mustache. That's what counts. And the hair. That is really good.
Beautiful. That is beautiful hair.
Yeah.
That's some flow.
That is some Soul Glow hair right there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the extra good news, beyond the mustache, this is a rookie card.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
This card in May of 1992 is valued at 8 cents.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Plus the mustache. So that is a 9-cent card.
Racking them up.
Yep.
Feeling good.
Give me some manager cards here.
Mariano Duncan is my new favorite guy. I'm going to look him up. That's a fascinating name.
All right. So this is this is a great card. This is not in Camden Yards. It is in Old Baltimore Memorial Stadium. He is through a no-hitter. I think it was the next year. It was either 87 or 88 for the Milwaukee Brewers, Teddy Higuera.
Ooh.
Not sporting a mustache, though.
No, but he
does
have
you a quick
those.
thing about Old Oriole Park? Old Oriole Park is now home to a brewery, Peabody Heights Brewery.
Oh, very nice.
And they have great memorabilia up, pictures and stuff like that, and very good beer.
Yeah.
Well,
sounds like a place I need to visit.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got good news for you. This likewise is a rookie card.
Oh, yeah.
And
Chris is looking dejected over there all by himself in that little window.
So that is an 8-cent card, and he's got the mustache. So that's 9-cent card, or 9 cents worth of a card.
Oh, my eyesight sucks.
Are those stirrups?
Yep. Those are real stirrups there.
Jesus,
right.
You guys are like 4 cards in, you're halfway to the record.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Now I'm guessing you're probably not going to get much on this one. Pitcher for the Blue Jays, Todd Filler? Not sure. I've never heard of him.
Could he grow a mustache? Does it count against them if they really don't look like they could grow one?
I don't think he could.
Like he's trying. You can tell. Look at the expression.
Like he's trying to grow it right then.
Right then.
Like he's in a
It takes a lot of focus, you guys. I mean, from the look in his eyes, I don't think he's focusing on the whole facial hair thing. That's just coming from a man that knows a little bit about it.
Mark was clean shaven this morning, but he just concentrated really hard.
Terrifying.
It makes a noise too when it pops in. It's like that.
Is it
when it pops
explosive?
out.
It can be. I just try not to put anything in it.
Depends on what he ate the night before.
Chemically,
really-
we don't even know what it's made of. I don't brush it out because I figure the tangle's holding half of it in.
The end looks like it's on fire right now.
Yeah, well, see, I normally will dye the whole thing, but I mean, this quarantine thing, I didn't think I'd be meeting such nice people on my computer. But when it's all over, believe me, it'll be back to being Firebeard.
All right.
He just wants to get his hair done. Open it up. Okay, no, we let's not get into
You want to see the hair? Yeah. Okay.
All right, next, I want to say this guy's a broadcaster now. This name is familiar, but I don't have any memory of this guy. Jim Slatton? I'm not sure. It looks to me like he is wearing blue jeans. Like he was headed out.
Points for that?
I don't know.
He's on his way to happy hour.
Yeah, I think he was leaving, and they're like, "Hey, Jim, we need to get a quick snap of you for tops."
Right?
Because
Here, let me put this jacket on so you can't tell I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Now I'm going to guess this is probably not going to be worth anything, and it is not. So that is Jim. You're dead to us, Jim.
Oh man.
Now here's
He
one.
looks like most of the guys in my high school graduating class. Like that look.
Except for the A on instead of a B.
Yeah.
He's a handsome gentleman. Next, we've talked about this guy a couple of episodes ago. Definitely getting a point for the mustache and the beard. Cecil Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Now, Cecil was a grizzled veteran at this point, and his card is not worth anything, but you do get 1 cent for the beard mustache combo.
So no plus for the extra facial hair. It's just mustache or no. Okay.
And this is I've toyed with adding an extra cent if you've got those science teacher glasses like he does here.
Right.
But no.
Reggie Jackson glasses.
I think for the second annual, I think the science teacher glasses are
that.
Yeah.
Wait, is that Sansa pants too?
Yep. Oh yeah, we had a big conversation about that yesterday. Yes.
They are notable.
I think all of them are. I'm looking through your pack here, and all but one player, only one player has a belt on in this entire pack.
You know what I miss? Baseball players don't seem to do anymore, and Cecil looks like he's got them. Is the batting gloves in the back pocket?
Yeah.
You don't see that look anymore. I miss that.
You think he just wore that under his glove at first base, or are those his sliding gloves?
Did they have sliding gloves back in 1986? I was too young. I was only 5. You guys probably remember though.
Yeah, well.
Hey, so I
don't recall.
I was watching Taiwanese baseball this morning, as I believe some of you are, and they were talking about one player being the gadget guy because he used crazy stuff like the oven mitt sliding gloves. I'm like, that's not so crazy, really. But okay, it may be unique for you all. So great. Good on you.
Did they wear sliding gloves back in the 80s, like in 86? I don't remember those being a thing.
I remember being shocked by them. So probably not.
The thing I remember is Ricky Henderson in 1989 showed up with those day glow green Mizuno gloves.
Yeah.
And they had little pads along the fingers and on the back of the hand. So he wore them to bat, but they also provided him protection if somebody were to step on him while he was sliding into base.
Interesting.
Did anybody clock how long it took Jeff to mention Ricky Henderson? Who had that in the pool?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, it was legit. It was organic too.
Yeah,
Sure was.
Well played,
right.
Patty.
Your next card, another Oriole. This one's definitely in spring training. Mike Young, who the card is not worth anything. He does not look happy to be there, but he's sporting a nice mustache.
He's not young enough for it to be a rookie card. No.
Well, if it is, it's still not worth anything. No, he's been in the league several years at this point, but again, no belt there, and he's got the gloves in the back. It was a thing though.
Yep.
That should be a thing, a point thing. No.
It's great when they're holding the bat, but not wearing the gloves while they're holding the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks to me here like they caught him before a game or after after camp broke for the day just to get a picture.
He almost looks like a right-hander, and they're like, "Hey, will you just stand left-handed and hold this bat?" Like he looks really awkward standing there.
Yeah, there's
The
something
composition will be
wrong
better
with
if
his
he faces
hands.
this way.
Yeah, it looks like they're not, but it looks like his hands are like flipped the wrong way. It's just really awkward.
Didn't Hank Aaron, when he was young, not young, but when he was a rookie in the major leagues, I believe he held his hands backwards on the bat.
Ooh.
So instead of the left hand being on the bottom, the right hand he was cross-handed.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, your
But it
next.
Worked out for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he changed it up, but he didn't have a bad career. Next, we've got a Ranger, Bob Jones, who I have zero recollection of, but he is definitely a science teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Those glasses are
Sunglasses.
beautiful.
Not Bob Jones University, I hope.
He's
I'd
not worth
almost be willing to
anything, is
concede
he?
a point for that. Those are fantastic glasses.
Mhm.
Yeah, there is no point value there, but Bob Jones, we salute you. That's a great card.
And also, like, I've got a bat. Look at me. I am holding a bat. It's like there's nothing like intentional about any of that.
He's doing sports.
He's doing sports. He's sportsing.
All
I'm a
right, so
sports player.
here's your first Hall of Famer.
Woo.
Now, I usually, when I get one of three people, I will say a borderline Hall of Famer, but a Hall of Famer nonetheless.
Uh-oh.
So that usually means it is either Jim Rice, Harold Baines, or this guy, Jack Morris.
There
I
we
was going to
go.
be pissed off if you were going to be dissing Jim Rice on my watch, but
Wait, who's Jim Rice?
Borderline Hall of Famer. Oh, wait, sorry. So this is
no comment.
this is a great card though because he's a Hall of Famer. So there's 5 cents,
The
Nice.
mustache.
Always has
Oh, he's got a mustache.
and he's got real stirrups. So
Yeah,
there's
he does.
Right here.
7 points. If this card is not worth anything, it's 7 points right off the bat. Let's see what.
And it's
What
in
he
Tiger
wrote.
Stadium, which
Yep, definitely old
And he
Tiger
looks
Stadium.
like he's actually playing after the past few cards. Like this
Yeah.
guy looks like he knows baseball, which he
So-
should.
Jack knows
Good.
baseball.
Good news here is it's a 10-cent card, plus you get the extra 7 cents. Makes this a 17-cent card.
Yeah, we do.
should I just hang up now?
If
Well,
you need to. If you
No,
need to,
you,
Chris.
you have to do the loser dance. So hold on.
I mean, there are some cards in this pack. There's a Cal Ripken card that's worth $1.50. There's a Roger Clemens that's worth $2.50. So I mean, just
Oh,
one
shit.
card.
Oh yeah.
You're in this until your final card. I'm guessing.
Wouldn't it be sweet justice if I got that Roger Clemens card?
Especially as your last card. Like if that's
Yeah.
the last one.
I have
go
like
through the pack.
14 total cents, and then I get the Roger Clemens card.
I'm going to go through the pack when I open it, and if I find that, I'm going to shift it to the very back just for
All right.
drama. All right, next for the Milwaukee Brewers, I am not familiar with this gentleman, but he has got a beautiful mustache. Ed Romero.
God, I love
appreciate
He is a
the
looker
I love
of a
those
mustache.
uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just want to point out you promised me a Red Sox card. I haven't
I
seen.
It's going to be
I
that Roger
promise-
Clemens card that I get.
I promised that we would pull one. I didn't specifically say in your pack.
That is true.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood.
That card is worth
Watch
1
Chris
cent.
get like 5.
Jim Rice, Roger Clemens.
Right.
Bill Buckner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
That would
totally
be-
going as Bill Buckner for Halloween next year. Absolutely.
It's too good of an idea.
Right?
Yeah, that hanging the ball in the back is a great gimmick. Next, okay.
In hindsight, yeah.
How about a Mike Greenwell? I haven't seen a Mike Greenwell in a while.
Is Mike Greenwell, was he a rookie in 86? I don't think so. I think he was at 87. Yeah.
That's my favorite Red Sox player. I just thought I'd throw that in.
I'm glad that you have one.
Yes.
That's
my
good.
favorite.
I
my
don't have a favorite Yankee, okay?
I have a
Yeah.
favorite Yankee and a favorite Red Sox, and they're this same player, Ricky Henderson.
Yeah.
My favorite Red Sox player is John Lester.
That's a good one. Actually, I actually have a John Lester Cubs pin because I still love John Lester.
It's more because he plays for the Cubs. Yeah, that's really the only reason. Yeah.
Is he your favorite athletic too?
No, actually, that would be, well, I have see this nice little picture behind me there that I'm pointing at with my bat that people that are watching on YouTube can't see. I have one just like that, but it's with Jeff Samardzija on it.
Oh.
So
Other former athletic.
yeah, and I know him personally, so he would be my favorite athletic.
Oh, nice. All right, so next, now this is a very subdued card for this guy, Mickey Hatcher, here with the Minnesota Twins. Mickey Hatcher has several baseball cards where he has got a comically large baseball glove, like 2.5 feet tall.
Oh, yeah.
He carries around with him.
He might, though. The glove is out of the picture there. So you don't know what's on that hand.
He's also wearing 2 different uniforms.
Well, this is during batting practice, so that's just his batting practice jersey. Let's see if this is worth anything, because
I'll be shocked.
No mustache. No, nothing for Mickey. Now, this card, great name. And if this was worth anything, I'd have to bump the value down because it's cut very poorly. Mr. Tippy Martinez.
Tippy.
Good old
Tippy got a
Tippy.
tip cut off there.
So
Tippy was in the Birds, right? It was that like a Hitchcock?
Tippy Hedren.
Tippy, yeah.
Yep.
and
That's
he's playing for the
Martinez's
Bir-
sister.
He's
Yeah.
playing for the Birds here.
Right?
The Orioles.
You see where I'm going with this.
Oh, very nice.
Very,
Yeah.
very Alfred Hitchcock thing going on right
Right.
So Tippy is not worth anything from Beckett's, but he does have real stirrups and he does have a mustache. So that is a 2-center for you. Very nice.
I'll take it.
You're at 42, the magic number.
That's Chris's
what I got in
record.
my
That
first poll.
tippies it in our favor.
Oh,
Well played.
insert rim shot. All right, next, another pitcher for the Rangers. I am not familiar with this guy, Dave Schmidt.
Dave Schmidt.
No
Dave
relation
Schmidt.
to Mike.
I'm guessing not.
He looks just like the other guy who is trying to grow a mustache. Can you put those two right next to each other?
Yeah, but this guy looks a little bit older, like he knows he can't.
That wistful experience sort of look.
Or no, there we go.
Couldn't they be twins? Really?
They're related.
They
for
look like
sure.
they could be related. Dave's
Yeah.
the older brother of Mr. Filer.
Or maybe was he traded in spring training and he went out and just got his picture taken for somebody else because they didn't want to get their picture taken?
And that they're looking other directions, like, I want to grow a mustache, you'll never grow a mustache. I want to grow a mustache, you'll never grow a mustache. Yeah.
The amazing thing about this is in 1989, both those guys did get traded to the Twins. So it's really weird.
All right.
To the Twins. Nice.
That would be perfect.
Well done.
All right, next. Oh, this is a great picture here of Brewers catcher Charlie Moore. Now, I don't know Charlie, but just looking at this picture, that is one, the uniform is just awesome.
Yeah,
And he's
still
picking the guy off for sure.
Yeah, look, well, it looks like he's going to throw to third to me, like somebody's trying to steal third.
Yeah.
And
Probably throwing Ricky out at third.
Oh, hey now.
Oh,
I
You're
doubt
going
it.
down, dude.
I
You're going
doubt it.
down.
But what I really appreciate is he is not wearing a helmet. He is wearing his hat underneath his catcher's mask, which is old school. Good luck.
he's too tough for that. I don't need no concussions. I'm fine.
It's definitely
That'd be great.
the best action shot so far.
Yes, but until we get to your final card here.
Uh-oh. We only have one more?
Yep, this is your last card, and it's not a Red Sox.
Oh, shit.
But
All right.
he's got a mustache.
Breaking my heart.
He's got a mustache. He has
Okay.
got real stirrups. It is Chris Spire. Looks like he is retiring somebody at second via a
Yeah, he
force.
And we get the Cub, and you're going to get all the Red Sox.
I'm going to guess that's probably not worth anything from Beckett. It is not, but you do get 2 cents for the mustache and the stirrups. So
In
your
order to
final
break
total-
Chris's previous record.
You beat me
I'm
by
feeling
2
good about
cents.
this. Chris, how are you feeling?
Very confident.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You hang on to that. That's nice.
I'm gonna
That's
get
nice
I'm
for
gonna
you.
get both Roger and Cal. Give their cards.
I'm going to need the Cal from you if you do, though. I'm going to need the Cal.
Yeah. No. I already said all the cards are coming to me. Screw the kids.
Really living that heel life, aren't you?
Well, I keep going in and out of it, right? Like sometimes I'm not, and
You're
then
breaking kayfabe right now. is what
I'm
you're
breaking
doing.
kayfabe. God damn it!
All right, so that's not a bad pack. 44 cents. Yeah, I think that's a good pack, and the Jack Morris definitely your best card in the pack. So, all right, that's on the board. It is now time. I promise you, this is the pack that was not chosen. No shenanigans going on here. Let's see.
Can you first confirm that the person that sold that to you did not open that pack and take the good cards out?
I mentioned this in our first match. I can absolutely not, and I assume they did.
Ooh, same gum.
Yep, definitely.
He has no gum advantage.
No gum advantage is correct. I will send that to you, Chris.
Please do. My mouth is already watering.
You don't give the gum to the kids, do you? Because that would be bad.
No.
Yeah, give the gum to the kids and send the cards to me.
Right.
Depends on how you feel about the kids.
What I do is try to make sure that the gum does not get somewhere where my dogs can get it, because that would not be good.
You know, I bought a box of 87, a pack, all unopened packs, and I'm opening them, and my kids are like helping me open them, and my daughter dared my son, who's 6, to eat the gum. And he did. He put it in his mouth. He took one bite. It touched his tongue. And then he was like, he said it was the most disgusting thing he's ever tasted.
So you still have both kids?
The 6-year-old didn't make it. The gum did him
sorry
in.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the one.
Yeah, just the 9-year-old. Just my daughter now. That's it.
All right. So let's get started. You're starting off with a Mariner.
Yeah.
He went on to play for the A's and win a World Series with the A's. He also was part of a very famous playoff game with the California Angels where he hit a big home run. It is Dave Henderson.
Oh,
Dave Henderson.
Former Red Sox, too.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a Kyle Seager card.
He's going to get all Red Sox or former Red Sox. I'm just going to
knock over the kids. Yeah, I know.
But wait, he's got a mustache.
Yeah, he's definitely got a mustache there, as he always did.
You can't see his legs, though, his bottom legs. Those are the shins.
So Beckett has him listed as worth 5 cents, but trending downward.
Doesn't matter what the trend is. Hey, wait. Can we look at the April 92 Beckett?
It was probably
June?
$1.50.
Anybody got June?
Yeah. No, definitely not June.
So that is a 6 cent card, though. That's like Ricky Henderson leading off there. You've done well.
Yeah.
Now, God, I want to say I don't believe that this gentleman is in the Hall of Fame. I'm gonna have to do a quick search here so that I don't look like a bigger idiot than I usually am.
So we know it's not Jim Rice, Harold Bain, or Jack Morris.
No. Yes, he is in the Hall of Fame.
Oh shit!
He's a Cub in the Hall of Fame.
Oh man!
It is Lee Smith.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, he's got a mustache. No, he probably doesn't have a mustache.
No, it doesn't. He normally did, but it doesn't.
Yeah, he didn't have one then.
No stirrups.
I can guarantee you he had real stirrups, but we cannot see them.
And he's a closer, so that card's probably not worth that much.
Let's see. What did I say his card was?
Worth 39 cents.
It is worth 8 cents.
Ooh.
Plus your 5 cent for a Hall of Famer. So that's
God.
13 cents.
You're peaking early. Don't get comfortable.
So that bumps your total up to 19 cents.
Man, that's 2 cards in.
Yeah.
This
now
is
we might lower the value because this is not cut well. It is definitely.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh my God.
Well, this one I can guarantee you're only going to get 1 cent on. It is pitcher for the Brewers, Chuck Porter.
Chuck's a good looking guy. Look at that. Look at the wings coming out of the hat. The mustache.
Chuck's got something to say, but he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, that is a very bushy mustache, though, so that does get you 1 cent to bump.
Oh my God, Chuck drank a lot of hams when he was in Milwaukee.
His cap's looking tall. His cap's looking pretty tall.
Yeah, he probably needs to get one of those low-rise hats. Now, this one will make Patty and Potty Mouth happy. It is the dreaded checklist card.
Oh,
All right.
give me a re-rack on that.
No mustache there.
No. And if I don't see Ricky Henderson's name, so yeah, we're good to go. All right, next we've got another Cub, definitely not a Hall of Famer, though that is a Hall of Fame mustache, George Frazier.
That's a nice mustache.
Never even heard of him.
His ears are emphatic as well.
He's got a lot of hair.
Man, you get two guys from your team.
I don't know what emphatic ears are, but now I have a visual point of reference.
Right? I mean, look at that. Those ears mean business.
Like Jeff Bollinger. All right, so that's 1 cent for that. So that'll bump you up. You're almost at halfway to their score.
Dang.
Next, I remember this guy as a catcher for the Yankees when Ricky was on the Yankees. It is Rick Cerrone.
That's a mustache. That's a thick mustache.
Yeah, that is a very thick mustache.
I need to talk to these photographers. Why aren't they getting their feet?
It's all about the strike zone. It's about the strike zone. Knees up.
Yeah.
All right, so that's another cent. So you are now officially halfway there.
Wait, and how far is he through the cards?
Not very.
Not halfway, huh?
9 more cards.
Ooh.
This is going to be a nail biter. Next, we've got a Maddox.
It's not Greg, though.
Gary Maddox.
Oh,
but look at that. That's at least a
minor
penny.
heart attack over here.
And I think Gary Maddox is in his high school Hall of Fame. So
He was definitely in some 70s movies.
Don't you lose points for not wearing a hat?
It's cool. It's cool. Are you going to take points away from Ken Griffey Jr.?
No.
Maybe.
maybe.
Depends who gets them.
So that card is not worth anything. In Beckett's, you do get, though, a penny for that.
Do
mustache.
I get extra points for that extra R? That unnecessary R in his name?
I think the labor alone takes the money away.
Yeah.
I would, if I was going to give you an extra cent for anything, it would be the zipper up-down jersey.
Oh, it's got a zipper on it. Wow.
Yeah.
That is nice.
That would hurt to slide head first.
I'm guessing that's probably why they don't have those anymore.
I can imagine wearing no undershirt and a head first slide and just rips just a line right down the middle.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
It's like the autopsy scar, right?
Yeah.
All right, so here you're going to get a Hall of Fame credit on this one.
Oh, shit.
It is Frank Robinson.
Oh, no. That is unfair.
That card's not worth anything.
Yeah, it's a turn back the clock. So I'm going to guess the card isn't worth anything, but you will get 5 cents because it is a Hall of Famer.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Any points for the flat top?
Just stop stealing our teams.
This card is worth 4 cents. So that actually equates to a 9-cent card.
Dang.
Uh-oh. This is getting too close for comfort.
Yeah.
He's coming on strong here at the end. And here's another 2-center at least.
Oh, no.
Daryl Motley from the Royals.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Look that one up.
Never heard of Daryl Motley.
Why is he still holding the bat?
3-2. Looks like he's about to just flip it. Yep, the card is not worth anything, but that is 2 cents. He's
10 cents
away.
down. 10 cents to tie, 11 to win.
All right. Oh,
Look at you with the math. I'm so proud.
I botched the math earlier when I said
This
like
one-
30.
this one I'm a little worried about for Patty and Potty Mouth.
Oh,
I'm
no.
not going to put him in the lead, but this might give him a couple of cents. Though there is no mustache or no stirrups, the probably the best pitcher to come out of the state of Hawaii, Ron Darling.
I'm guessing 4 cents.
2.25. 3 cents.
Ugh.
All right. It's still reasonable.
All
Glad
right.
he's clean shaven.
Thanks for not having a
Baby
mustache,
face.
Ron.
Wait, how many cards to go?
5 cards left.
All right.
This is
a nail biter.
This is going to be really close. Now, the tiebreaker, should we have one, is we're going by individual cards and which one is worth the most. Your highest scoring one from each pack.
Oh no!
So
I think Chris got that.
Oh no! I think you're Jack Morris.
Yeah, the Jack Morris card.
The winner. But next we've got some real stirrups on pitcher for the Phillies, Dave Rucker.
Oh, everyone loves a good Dave Rucker.
I think, wasn't he the lead singer for Hootie and the Blowfish?
You stole my joke, Jeff. I was just going to say that.
I need my reading glasses. No mustache there?
No mustache. No.
Okay.
1 point.
But 1 cent, that brings you up to 38 cents. I think you're not going to score big here, Mr. Neil Allen for the Yankees. No mustache.
Neil, you prick.
Well,
you can say that about any Yankee. I'm good with that.
Let's see. 663. Nope. Nothing.
No.
Nothing there. I always have to look because if it's a rookie card or for some reason they might just be worth something. So you've got 3 cards left here. All I'm going to tell you is that 2 of them are sporting mustaches.
Ooh.
But that's about it.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
Well, I don't know what the value is. Here we go. A pitcher with a true top hat for the Pirates, Jose De Leon.
Look at that.
That's one
Love
penny.
those
That's
Pirates
it.
hats.
That
So
is a
stylish.
mesh. That's the mesh spring training hat with the pillbox stripes. That is a good look.
It's like if Jackie O played baseball.
And was Latina.
And was Latina.
The mustache, not so much.
Yeah, so the mustache, 1 cent, 39 cents.
All right.
Oh boy.
2 cards left.
Getting
Dang.
close here. Next
I think I'm going to lose by 4 cents.
Next
It's
for
almost
the
touched
Brewers, with 1 mustache, 0 stirrups showing, Dion James.
What is his face doing?
It kind of looks like he might have.
Is he
I was going
watching
to say hit a foul ball, but maybe he just struck out and he's mad. I don't know.
They really don't have any control over what photos get used, do they? Because really, no.
They do not.
The no belt look works really well for him, though.
So that is 1 cent. So we are coming now to your final card in the pack. And
Chris looks tense. You're looking tense there, dude.
I'm tense.
let the trash talking begin, because I don't think Jeff Zahn is going
Jeff
to...
Zahn, yes! Yes!
And he is clean shaven, and we don't see.
He's like everybody's dad. Look at him.
Well, now I have not looked at the value yet. He does look like a dad, but look at his card
Is
number.
he a manager? He
What's his
doesn't look
card
like
number?
a player.
Number 42.
42.
That's the magic number. Let's see.
Oh.
No value whatsoever for Jeff Zahn.
Da, 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 da.
And we go final. 44 to 40. We have a winner. And it is not Chris.
Chris, how you feeling about crying in baseball? Is it happening? Do we have tears?
Like I said, this whole thing is stupid.
I was just going to offer to buy you a beer when you come visit your nation's capital, but maybe not, because we don't say that word stupid here, you know. Well, yeah, we do a lot, actually.
Yeah,
There's plenty of stupid people there.
Sure, we do.
Yeah, I won't be coming to the nation's capital. I'm mad. I don't want to be friends with any of you anymore.
I don't believe you. Not one bit.
This whole thing it was rigged.
Well, that assumes that we were friends in the first place. But
Oh yeah.
Good point.
let's go now to our brackets here, and let's look at the updated standings. We have got the second match is now in the books. The winner. Oh, whoops.
Hey, yeah, there we go.
That is definitely what is going on. We've got some ghosts in the machine here. I had some problems with this yesterday too. But no, that is definitely not the correct Let me update that. And there we go. Not centered quite as nicely.
That looks so much nicer. Beautiful, beautiful.
So now in the second round, the No Crying in Baseball podcast will be taking on the Hanshin Tigers English.
We can do that.
Yeah, we will.
And the ratings for this thing just took a plummet.
Oh
no, I don't think so. Wait, we have one of the Friars. Friar, give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Are you happy with the result?
Yeah,
all right. There we go.
So there it is. Second one in the books, and we've the bracket is starting to take shape. But regardless of the outcome, guys, this was a lot of fun. I really appreciate you coming on, and I hope you had some fun as well.
Oh, this was super great. Thank you both. And Chris, dude, sorry, not really.
It was fun right up until that last card.
It was exciting. It was a nail biter.
That was a nail biter. Yeah, definitely close. So before we wrap this up, let's go around the horn and let everybody tell everybody that is watching where they can find more of you. So we'll start with the non-winner in this case, Chris.
The non-winner. Wow, that hurts. Well, I'm going to go to the losers bracket, and I'll take on Friars on the Farm. We'll have our own little losers bracket and wallow in our tears or whatever. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at TurnaPairChris, on Instagram at TurnaPairBaseball Podcast, and of course, wherever you listen to your podcasts at TurnaPairBaseball Podcast. Thank you very much for having me on. This was actually, as much as I said it wasn't, this was a lot of fun. And I wish my good friends over at the No Crying in Baseball podcast the best of luck. And there it was, the turn, the baby face turn
right there.
Yeah.
You are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thank you.
All right, Patty and Potty Mouth, do you want to let everybody know where they can find you and hear you?
Sure. Hang out with us on Twitter at NCIB Podcast. Facebook and Instagram is No Crying in B-Ball, or you can shoot us an email at ncibpodcast@gmail.com.
And No Crying in Baseball Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Excellent. Well, thank you all very much. We appreciate it. We will see Patty and Potty Mouth again as they take on the Hanshin Tigers.
Woo!
And Chris, I'm sure you seem to pop up on our podcast quite a bit, so I'm sure we'll see you around as well. So that'll do it. We'd like to thank everybody. You can, of course, find us at 2 Strike Noise. That is at TWO Strike Noise. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. And of course, here you are seeing this on YouTube, where we've got some other videos as well. So thank everybody for watching, for our guests, No Crying in Baseball and Turn a Pair. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Gotta pull away.